Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
At defense, 62, Riley Murphy. Alrighty, welcome back to Game 2 of Week 9 of Wednesday High School Hockey. We have the Fort Wayne Vipers taking on the Leo Lions. So far in this series between these two teams, Leo is up 2-0. They beat the Vipers first game 4-1, second game 3-1. Leo is coming off a come-from-behind win. They beat Homestead last week by a score, I think it was 3-2, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. And then the Vipers, they fell to Carroll last week with a score of 4-0.
Yeah, that was a little bit disappointing for the Vipers, but you know, we see these teams predominantly they bounce back after a tough loss or a big win. Not the most consistent 4 teams that we've ever had in this league, but you know what? They make it interesting and they make it fun to watch. So I think we could see either version of the Fort Wayne Vipers come out here tonight. They might be hungry or they might just be completely deflated, no confidence. We've seen both outcomes.
Yeah, I believe they got Logan Ryan. I think he's been on IR the last few weeks, so they got him back.
He's been out a while.
But on the other side, Leo has a few players injured. I don't know the other ones, but I did not see Cole Mensa in the lineup, so I think he's dealing with an injury right now.
Yeah, he's definitely not on the ice here tonight. Trying to survey quick and see if anybody else is missing. Yeah, we'll probably realize a little bit down the stretch. We didn't get any official update from the coaching staff. We're just watching warm-ups here.
Yeah, I don't think I see Ty Biddle out there. I'm trying to see if I can find number 5.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him. So it looks like no Mensa, no Biddle.
There's another player with a helmet on the bench. I
think that's DeWitt.
No,
DeWitt's just changing his stick.
Yeah. But, a couple injured lines there, so let's see how they do things. They put White and Farrell with Calhoun for their first line, with obviously Murphy and Reed on the blue line with Morris going back in after Logan Stanley had last week's start, I believe.
Yeah, we did see Stanley in between the pipes.
And then obviously Sam Trifle again, the nod, the bread and butter of the Fort Wayne Vipers goaltending. So we're going to, with the time we have remaining, we're going to thank our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OntwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial clean services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for the convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM Edge Training Program. Maximize your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. As teams are just finalizing their team huddles here at the Nets, getting the rest of their pucks picked up before they head to their benches. So we do not have a working clock.
Oh, I'm going for it.
Eric's going for it. He's going to try to do this manually.
It might get really annoying, and if it gets really bad, I will just take the clock down. Last year I had to do it by myself in almost every other stoppage of play. I said, reset the clock here. So if that starts happening, I will just abandon it. That's what we did for game 1. And on a separate note, I did manage to step outside again in between games, and it is starting to sleet a little bit. So
getting a little bit warmer.
We were kind of lucking out. There wasn't too much precipitation. Now there are kind of like little balls of ice falling from the sky, so we might have a little bit of slipping and sliding on our way out of here.
It's a lovely 27 degrees outside. It does feel like 16, though, so a little bit nippier there.
It's a little bit of a wind chill, I would say, but nothing we're not used to.
Got some precipitation coming from the northwest, going down to the southwest. A little bit of lake effect, I would say, coming off of a good old Lake Michigan there.
Lovely.
Vipers heading out with Logan Ryan, Mason Voss, and Caleb Slager with Parks and Rice on the blue line. As we are off, Leo won the opening faceoff. Farrell's moving through the neutral zone. Gets poke checked away by Slager. Leo's offsides and might have touched White there. We'll just be outside of the Vipers' offensive zone.
So far, so good on the clock.
Face-off tie up there, won by Calhoun. See moving through the neutral zone, trying to get around Parks there, but Quas is there to take it away. Murphy sends it back down. Schifferly behind his net, leaves it for Parks. Parks wraps it around. Finds Quas, who flips it out. Excuse me, that was Ryan that flipped it out. But Leo keeps it in. Quas in the corner. Trying to go off the glass there, but Calhoun takes it away with a shot. And the glove saved by Sam Schifferly, his first of the night. Face-off going to be the blocker side of Schifferly. Face-off won there by Whistler. Vipers able to get it out, but they finally are off the boards. That was Duke. Turnover here in the offensive zone. But Fisher's able to pick things up. Gets it to Haley. Haley off the glass. Whistler trying to get it out, but Fisher rings it back around. Orman. What's up off Fisher? Fisher. Puts it down there for Haley. Off the glass. And Hayden sends it back around. Rice behind his net. They will move up to Duke. Duke finds Bacon. Cooper Bacon off the skate. Haley will send it down for an ice. But obviously in this league we are allowed to change on icings, so both teams are going to do that respectively. Excuse me, earlier, Connor Martin's in between the pipes for Leo tonight.
Okay.
Should pay attention to the opening lineups there. Leo trying to break out. Parks able to keep it in, sends it behind the net. Coughlin picks it up, finds King. Murphy stops that. And here comes Murphy, a 3-on-1 for Leo. Good defensive play there by Parks. Playing the body, not allowing Murphy to get through, and Shifley's able to cover things up.
Leo off to a pretty good start, actually, here. They definitely came to play. Vipers maybe a little bit slow to get going, but we're still early.
Tie up there in the face-off. Davis is able to win it back just enough. Send it to the corner. Parks picks things up and puts it back down. King in the corner. Puck is sent up to Murphy up top. Murphy with a shot. Blockered away into the safety net. Murphy, known for his long-range shots.
Yeah, when he gets those off, it's dangerous, especially if there's any traffic. He'll shoot up high, down low, and they are hard and accurate.
About 2.5 minutes gone here in this first period. Cahoon Quas on the faceoff. Quas is able to win things to Ryan. Ryan off the glass. Icing's going to happen as he was too far behind the red line. And we'll set things back down the other way. Faceoff going to be in the glove side of Schifferle. Cross able to win it back again. Well, taken away by Leo. That's Caden White. Try to send up there to Jonah Haynes, but Haynes lost control there. Had to go out. Farrell on the near side. Passes there to White. White with a shot. Just goes wide. Farrell with a rebound off the pad of Schifferle. And Ryan is able to get things out for a second. And Haynes will send it back in. Farrell intercepts that pass. Reith able to send it back to Farrell, but Farrell loses it. Quas and White on a little puck battle. Haynes is able to get it, sends it down. Reith on the far side, shot gets blocked. White loses control of the puck, and Yaney trying to send it to the corner. Up top, Haynes with a wrist shot off the skates of Quas. Sliger picks up the rebound. Not able to get things out. White has control. He gets all off the stick and heads into the Zamboni garage.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good movement from the Leo Lions here early in the first period. But so far, the Vipers have done a pretty good job keeping that all to the perimeter and protecting the front of their net, blocking shots. I don't know how long that's going to be sustainable, but we have seen the Vipers win games strictly on the rush.
Fisher put with a shot that goes into traffic. It's blocked, sent to the corner. Now it's Fisher with a shot. Try to get deflected by Corman. This goes over the stick, and Vipers able to get out. And here they have a chance. We have a 2-on-1 coming up. Kern with the shot, and he scores.
What did I tell you about them winning games strictly on the rush?
Aiden Kern gets Vipers on the board first off a 2-on-1 rush. Beat Martin. I think that was far side, maybe a little bit of a 5-hole.
Yeah, we'll take a look. It's almost a 3-on-1, and he elects to shoot it. Like you say, I'm not exactly sure how that went in based off the replay, but
I caught Martin there anticipating the pass and saw the opening there. 4 minutes and 21 seconds into the first period. Vipers strike first. Whistler now trying to get it around Murphy. Bouncing puck. Whistler pick things up. Whistler with a shot into the stomach of Martin, and he covers things up. Martin, I don't know if this is his first or second start of the season for him.
I think we have seen him maybe after that tournament weekend.
Probably.
Something like that. He got to go.
It's King. Try to get the Rice. But Fiedler intercepts that. Into the Viper zone they go. Brings things around the boards. Finds Roth. Roth and Whistler tied up in the corner. Puck comes loose. Rice gets things. Try to send things back, but goes right back into Ross, and they get tied up once again behind the net. Shot there by Reith. Again, Davis that picked up the original pass, and the shot goes wide. Davis picks things up. Sends it up top though. Reith. Reith back down low to Davis. Getting pressured by King. Reith picks things up. Poke checks his way into the corner. Bacon gets it. Bounced off the puck. He was able to keep things in. King trying to get it out. Reith able to keep it in. Sends it down low, and Rice behind his net. Off the glass. I believe that was off the skate of Murphy. And now we'll head into the Vipers bench. Cahoon and Kern on the faceoff goes to the near boards. And Haynes will send things in off the last was Parks. Fisher sends things back around. Cahoon up. 2. I think that was Haley. A chance right there.
Yeah, one of the first in-tight chances that the Vipers have given up.
That was Farrell on the opportunity. Face up blocker side. One's back to Haynes. Haynes takes a shot, gets blocked by Kaufman. Puck comes back to him. Fisher. He takes a shot. That gets blocked in traffic. Fisher again to Lex to send things around. Finds White. White gets bumped off the puck there by Yaney. Now Parks in the far corner. Moves things up. So they'll find Kaufman. Kaufman 1-on-3 there. Takes a shot off the blocker of Martin. Sends things up. Thought Mudrick was there, but Mudrick's able to pick things up, and he sends things down into the corner. Fisher picks it up. Couldn't get it out. Mudrick was there to block it. Fisher on the far boards. Trying to get up to White. Keep on circling around. White stops around his net, finds Fisher. Fisher flips things out. Is able to get out of the zone. Engels in his own zone. Hits it off the boards. Down to Haynes. Haynes who sends it across. Fisher now moving through a neutral zone. Sends things off. A weird bounce off the Zamboni doors. Engels in the near corner. Puck is loose. Cross now. Moving through neutral zone. Slager past the line. Sends things off the board to himself. Moves it forward to Quas. Quas trying to put it behind himself. Haley picks it up in his own zone. Being pressured there by Slager. Haley coming across. Moves to the near side. Loses the puck. And we have a penalty coming up as King was tripped up. I would believe they would call that trip.
Yeah.
I don't think it was enough for a knee.
Yeah, it obviously wasn't intentional, kind of in the same nature of a knee-to-knee. I don't think they're going to call it a leg check. They might, but, you know, both players trying to step to one side or the other, one guy trying to stay with him. Bring us our first power play of the evening. Well, of the game.
Vipers, they have a 7% power play percentage, and the Lions, they have a 76 PK percentage. They are last in the league right now on power plays and penalty kills, excuse me. Bacon tied up there with Davis. Whistler able to pick it up. Moves up to Parks. Parks looking for a pass. Finds Duke. Duke up to Whistler.
That Kaufman's in the crease there. He was right on the edge the whole time. He was doing a great job, honestly, for a long time. Not only getting the defender involved, but also Martin was even getting frustrated, threw him a couple sticks to the back, but got a little bit too comfortable there, wound up with a skate in the crease.
30 seconds gone on the power play face-off. One to the near boards. Whistler picks it up, moves it back to Parks. Parks off the boards, finds Cooper Bacon. Cooper Bacon moving through the neutral zone, moves it far side to Duke. He leaves it for Whistler. To Parks. Parks with a shot. Might have hit a mask going their way through. I don't know if that was a player or the goalie. The pass goes to the legs of Parks, and Fiedler on zone in the offensive zone. The opportunity gets wiped away by Parks. 50 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Duke finds Bacon. Bacon off the skate, loses it, and White picks it up and sends things down. Andrew Rice moves it to Duke. Finds Whistler. Whistler getting pressure there by Calhoun. The Vipers forced to regroup. Duke moves it to Rice, who finds Whistler. Whistler with a shot. High shot off the chest. Mudrak pressuring Fisher for the rebound. Duke couldn't get it through skating with Colton White. Caden White has a chance here as he gets held up by Whistler.
Oh, don't start the buzzers again. Yeah, that was kind of a desperation play, if you ask me. Give up a breakaway on the power play. Nobody wants to give up a shorthanded goal. Much rather in that situation. You'll see here the stick go right over the hands and full-blown takedown. Referee snaring right at it.
Officials Kohlmeyer having a talk with the timeskeeper table. Official calls a slash.
Yep, that tracks.
So we're on 4-on-4 hockey for 9 seconds, and then Leo's going to have their first power play of the night.
A lot of explanation necessary for what seemed to be a pretty clear-cut call right there.
Face-off going to be the blocker side of Schifferle. Calhoun takes things slow, waiting for the power play to get set up. Murphy's out of the box. Calhoun to White. White to Murphy, a bouncing puck. Murphy's able to set it with a shot. Rebounds out front, cleared away by King. Calhoun moving across the blue line. Now try to move up front to Farrell, but good poke check there. I think that might have been Quas. And Viper set things down. White pick things up, leaves it for Murphy. Murphy gliding through the neutral zone. Gets around King, but he loses it to Parks. Farrell able to retain possession. Moving, trying to get around King. Murphy with a shot. Went wide. Squash was taking pretty much all that angle. Murphy again with a shot. Might have been blocked. Haynes now finds Murphy. Murphy again with a shot off the blocker. Murphy sends it down to Haynes. Haynes trying to center it to White. But Winston skates. 37 seconds remain. Vipers going for a change. Murphy taking advantage of it. Gets around Parks. Couldn't get around Kaufman. Parks sends it to the corner. And the Vipers are able to retain possession, and they send things down the length of the ice.
Yeah, the Lions have to stop trying to force pucks through the middle. The Vipers' regular strength format is to clog up the middle. On the penalty kill, there's no way to get through there, and it keeps resulting in turnovers that clear the zone.
Reith now with a shot off the glove there. And the Vipers send things down. That's going to do it. Both teams back to even strength. A couple of shots there by Riley Murphy for the Lions, but nothing to show for it. Reith on their side, trying to move it up to Haley, but that's going to go down for an icing. Just a little over 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in this first period. Face-off going to be in the blocker side of Martin. Crawford and Kern. Kern, the lone goal scorer. Mick and Put, we're creeping. Kern gets tossed. So Mudrick takes the face-off. Crawford wins this one back to himself. Mudrick falls on the puck. There's a tie up there in the corner. Fisher took the weird bounce off the stanchion there, trying to head off the glass. But nonetheless, he was able to get it out. Crawford gets hit there by Ingles. Haley isn't able to get through Mudrick. Puck gets out of the zone. Put trying to get around Minnick. He's able to do so, and he goes into the corner. Ingles sticks that to the corner. King picks it up off the boards to Ingles. Finds Minnick. Minnick off the boards. But able to move it to Corman. Corman able to make a couple of moves there. Try to stuff things in, but Schifferle was denying him of that chance. Face-off going to be the blocker side of Schifferle. Face-off won there by Leo. Murphy with a shot. I think that went wide. This rebounds in the corner. Fiedler sends it up to Murphy. Murphy able to get it around Duke. Murphy with a shot. Gets off the stick of Whistler. We're going to have a face-off here as I hit the safety net. Davis and Whistler. Davis wins the face-off to Fiedler. Puts it down there to DeWitt. Murphy now. Moving the puck around. Puts it up top to DeWitt. Off the skates. So DeWitt opts to send it back down to the corner to Murphy. Murphy loses the puck. Whistler finds Duke. 2-on-2. Crosses the line. Duke with a shot. And into the glove of Connor Martin. Face-off going to be the glove side here, so we have 1:22 left in this first period. Off the lone goal by Aiden Kern, the Vipers are up 1-0. Cross wins things back, but split the defense, so Rice has to go back to retrieve it. Rice finds Slager to try to move it across to Ryan. In the neutral zone, Ryan isn't able to get it through Farrell. Calhoun loses the puck to Quas. Slager stick lifts. White's puck goes into neutral zone. White trying to get to Calhoun, and Schifferle diving to cover things up to take away that opportunity for Leo. Face off, blocker side of Schifferle. Ahun wins it forward. Rice ties it up in the boards. Trying to waste some time. White finds Fisher. Fisher opts to take a shot off the pads and goes into the corner. Rice now behind his own net, getting pressured. I think that was by Calhoun. Farrell now in the neutral zone. Loses the puck. Sliger able to send it to a huge hit there by Farrell on Sliger. White finds Farrell in the neutral zone. Farrell trying to get through Parks. Is able to find Crawford, who takes a shot. Goes high. Duke puts Crawford into the ice. We have 3 seconds left. Shot up here for Farrell, but stick aside by Parks. Now we'll do it for this first period. Vipers up 1-0 on the Leo Lions.
Yeah, like I said, they can win games just on the rush, and they're such a frustrating team to play against. It feels like we've seen so many times their opponent has nothing but zone time, and the Vipers are just keeping them to the outside until they kind of lull them to sleep while they're moving the puck around the perimeter, and then they take advantage of whatever opportunity they get. In this case, it was a 2-on-1, and now they're coming out with a 1-goal lead after the first period, where I'm going to be honest, the puck was not in the Leo Lions' end very often at all.
It was not. Leo pretty much was control that entire first period, but no, the Vipers, when they get the opportunities, they take advantage of them.
Yeah, and they minimize real opportunities throughout all that possession and zone time that the Lions have, and then they got Schifferle in there. He's doing his due diligence. Other guys are blocking shots and keeping plays to the outside, sticks in lanes, passes aren't getting through the middle. Like I said, it's got to be frustrating to play against a team like that. And they're not the most entertaining team to watch by any means, but you know what? A win's a win at the end of the day, however you got to do it.
They're able to get things done.
I mean, shot total in that first period, 7-18 in favor of Leo. And how many shots did the Vipers manage to block? Probably 5 to 10. I wasn't keeping score, but
I think that was Kern's third goal of the season. Minnick and Parks were on the assist for Kern's goal. Alrighty, we got 15 fresh minutes up on the clock. Whistler and Crawford to take the face-off. Crawford wins it back. Leo moves it forward as Rice sends it down into the Leo zone. Bacon fixing it up in the court, chips it forward to Duke. Murphy now off the boards to himself, but Whistler is there to break that up. In the skates of Bacon, he loses it. As Corman gets stick-lipped there for a second, is able to send it in. Crawford, near corner, cutting in. This puck taken away by Bacon. King loses the puck in the official skates. I believe Haley was offsides. We'll have a face-off here outside of the Viper zone, on the far side. Quas and Davis on the face-off. Quas is able to win it back. Ingalls hits it off the boards. As Ryan's able to take it away for a second, but then he gets poke-checked. So the puck goes in the neutral zone. Parks hits the official. Quas is able to head off the boards to himself and heads into the corner. Takes a weird angle on the puck there, so Davis is able to take it away, and here comes Riley Murphy. Crosses the line, moves it to Roth. They collide into the corner. He'll find Davis for a second, but he was too far with the puck, and he loses it. Leo sends it back down. Ingles sends it to Parks, who hits it off the boards, but too hard as Fiedler takes it back. Fiedler trying to get around Quast. Sends it down low to Davis. Davis and Parks tie up. Parks moves near side. Davis tries to center it there for Roth. This puck gets sent up into the air as Davis has it. Takes a shot, goes wide. Fiedler picks up the rebound, trying to do a quick turnaround, but he hits the outside net. Parks sets it up to Slager, who hits it off the glass. Farrow now. It's caught with a hand pass. So we'll have a face-off outside the Leo zone. Kern and Calhoun on the face-off. Calhoun wins the face-off back, sends it deep into his own zone. It's put. He's able to move it up to Farrell, who finds White. White able to move it forward for Calhoun. Calhoun with a breakaway chance. Backhand forehand, big save there by Schifferle. White now trying to move it there for Farrell, but he wasn't ready for it. Fisher takes a shot, trying to get deflected, but blockered away there by Schifferle. Back in the net, Calhoun. In the far side board, sends it down low to White. White centering again, but Rice sends it away. So we have a penalty now. Fisher sending it around. And that will be touched up there by Mudrick. Kaufman heading to the sim bin here for a trip.
Yep, not a hard call for the referee to make. Hoffman's kind of flat-footed, sees this guy coming around the net. Tries to go at him, can't really get much puck or body for that matter, so he's forced to take out the legs. And what a save that shift by Schifferle, too, on the breakaway. We'll take a look at that when we get a little bit more time in between plays.
Leo with their second opportunity here on the power play. They were unsuccessful the first time. White finds Farrell. Moving it to Calhoun. I think he was trying to get it to Haynes, but put too far in front. White now off the line. Takes a shot blocked there by Hendrick. Didn't know where the puck was. Murphy takes another shot from the top, blockered away by Schifferle. White sends it down low to Calhoun. Calhoun puts it through his legs. Sends it off the wall to White. White stops. Restarts things. Sends it to Murphy for a one-timer with a shot. Blockered up. Caught there by Farrell. Farrell getting bumped up the puck there by Parks. Parks was able to get things out. Got through Murphy. Martin sends it up to Calhoun. I think that was a Nick who lost his footing there. Farrell moving through the offensive zone, trying to center off the pads. Puck goes in front of the nets. Battle for it. Corman lost the puck, but the puck does not go out. Murphy, kind of a saucer shot. It's blocked in front. Bacon moving through the neutral zone. Just flips it down, but he's going to be the first one to the puck. Try a quick shot there into the stomach of Martin.
Yeah, generate an opportunity. And you know what? We saw Minnick forecheck maybe a little too hard for the penalty kill, and he blew a tire, and his team was 5-on-3 for a couple seconds, though, and they held strong. And that's what you need. You know, you want to be able to really bust on the forecheck, on the penalty kill, try to forge any kind of opportunity you can. And when you know you got guys that can cover for you, it's a lot more comfortable doing that.
Got 20 seconds remaining here in the man advantage. Turnover here. Whistler with a chance. He takes a shot. Glove save there by Martin. Haley moves it to Reith. Reith kind of lost the puck there, so he had to regroup. Davis loses the puck, and Engel sends things down. That's going to do it. Another kill penalty there for the Vipers. Puck's in the corner. Bacon trying to get it around Fiedler. Yeah, it was Fiedler. Sorry, the 4 and the 10 look very similar from this far out. Rice with a shot into the chest of Martin.
I think now is an excellent opportunity to take a look at Schifferle's save a few minutes ago. Comes through, splits the D all alone. Executes a perfect forehand, backhand, but Schifferle read it the whole way.
Face-off one there by the Vipers. Shot gets blocked. It's Ryan kind of chips things down. Fiedler. It's taken away there by Yaney. Put in the neutral zone. Davis trying to move it up to DeWitt. Parks trying to move through a couple of lines, but he loses the puck. Fiedler now moving through the neutral zone, crosses the line. Sends it down low. Behind the net it goes. DeWitt. In a corner game, double teamed by 2 Vipers. DeWitt into the corner. Sends it up top. To Put off the skates of DeWitt, and Kwas is able to send it down. Murphy is able to beat out Ryan, and that's going to be an icing. A little bit of a close call there, but Murphy was able to beat it out.
And it's starting. From time to time, I am forgetting to start the clock.
Calhoun and Kern on the faceoff. Calhoun's able to win it back to Put. Sends it to White. White finds Calhoun with a shot. And Sheffield is able to gobble that one up. Kern and Calhoun again on the faceoff. Rice and White were kind of creeping up there for a second. Put finds Murphy. Far side, Murphy moves in, takes a shot off the blocker there of Schifferle. White. So down to Calhoun. Calhoun centers into Murphy. Murphy with a shot and a big save there by Schifferle. Huge opportunity there for the Lions.
Yeah, a few of them coming midway through this second period. I wonder if the lockdown defense of the Fort Wayne Vipers is starting to get worn down and becoming a little bit porous, because we're starting to see guys in those high-scoring density areas getting shots off, and we didn't see much of that at all in the first period.
Murphy having a ton of shots, but no, Schifferle having an answer for every single one of them. Calhoun's able to win it back to Murphy. Murphy with another shot off the blocker once again. Farrell moves it down to White. White finds Murphy. Murphy was primed for a 1T. Kind of move things forward. Calhoun searching for a place to move it. He's able to find Put with a shot. Gets deflected wide. Murphy with another shot, hit off a couple of sticks. Whistler is able to find Cooper Bacon with an opportunity here, but he gets bumped off there by Murphy. Engels sends it down low. Put moves things around to Murphy. Murphy tried to flip it out, but he kind of whiffed on that one. Cooper Bacon on the pressure. Yaney with a knuckle puck. Sends things to the front of the net, but it gets blocked. Yaney sends things down. Duke loses his edge. White sends things down, and that's going to be an icing as Farrell at the end of the shift couldn't beat that one out. And everybody will get the change.
Everybody gets a change.
7:23 remain here in the second period. Vipers still up 1-0. Gainey sends it off the glass around to the opposite corner. Rice with a shot goes wide. Haley off the boards, kept in by Gainey. But Haley picks things back up. Sends things into the Viper zone. Shifley there, and he will cover things up. Crawford and Quast on the faceoff. Blocker side of Schifferly. Quast able to win it back. Rice. Taking off the puck there by Crawford. Crawford trying to send it for Haley. Haley with a shot and a save. Sliger now moving through a neutral zone. Goes wide on Haynes. Behind the net. It's Fisher. He gets tied up in the corner by Ryan. Puck comes out here for Ryan, but he gets poke checked away by Haynes. Fisher flips it up. King sings things up to Ryan. Ryan try to flip it up. It's blocked there by Davis. Davis, a little nifty move with a backhand, but lifts it a little bit too much into the safety net.
A little too excited. I would have been too with that opportunity.
Little toe drag off the skate. Got a little bit too much of the backhand on that one.
Man, that might keep him up tonight.
Face off glove side of Schifferly. Davis wins it back. Shot there by Put, gets blocked by Kaufman. Put trying to strength his way through. Get it taken away. Kaufman backing it off the boards. Put off the boards to Roth. Fiedler sends it down. Parks. It's off to Kaufman. Kaufman trying to hit off the wall, but put a little too much power and heads it right back to himself. Put takes a shot, trying to look for a deflection off the pads there of Schifferly. And Parks gets it hardly off the glass, and no icing on that one. Put ran into there by Kendrick. We have a penalty coming up on the Vipers. Minute heading to the sin bin. For a rough.
All right, let's see if this isn't it right here. No, I think it's that one. Yeah, we barely catch it. Kind of a late hit. Unnecessary. That's why they call it a rough.
Leo 0 for 2 on the night on the power play. Murphy up top finds White. White takes the shot. Moves it back up top to Murphy. Murphy finds Farrell. Murphy takes a shot, gets blocked there by Wessler, and he is feeling that one. Might hit it off of the ankle. Area where you don't really have any padding. Farrell finds Calhoun. Calhoun moving around behind the net. Trying to center it there, but nobody was there. Farrell again pressured there by Bacon, manhandling him. Farrell loses his stick. Jonah Haynes. Up top to Riley Murphy. Murphy backing it back to Farrell, far side. Murphy, 1-2. Deflected just wide. Rebounds there up front. Calhoun with a chance. Hits it wide. And Whistler will send things down. See, heading off to the bench. Stretch pass there to White. White trying to find Fiedler there. Farrell is tied up by Sliger, and Parks now moving through the neutral zone. Loses the puck just at the center ice logo. White across the line. Moving in wide on Parks. Parks pushing him off the boards. Rice isn't able to clear. Farrell puts it down low to Murphy. Murphy cuts in with a shot off the mask there. Schifferle, and he covers up as we have some pushing and shoving.
Yeah, Mason, 25 seconds left on the power play. This could be a major turning point in this game because I fear that water's almost over the hull of this ship, and if the dam breaks, the floodgates are going to open and the Fort Wayne Vipers are going to sink. They are just hanging on by a thread right now.
Face-off won there by Haley. Crawford, walking line finds Reith. Battle in front. Reith with a shot and save. Rebound there. Parks able to send it to the corner. Reith. 10 seconds remaining. Reith trying to find an answer. He sends it into the corner. Foreman trying to stuff it in, but Schifferle was already at his post. Change right here, and another good save by Schifferle up front by Fiedler. Corman, shot blocked by Quas. King in the corner.
Survived.
Able to survive that one. Puck goes down. Duke on the chase. Crawford fans on the pass. Duke ties him up. Bacon moving down low. Gretzky's office. Goes up top to Engels. Engels in the skates. Is able to get a shot off, deflected, but just goes wide. Reith off the boards. To Corman with a shot there by Rice. Stick side by Martin. Puck goes up. Davis goes up, catch it. They're able to clear. Rice behind his net. Loses the puck to Davis. Davis takes a shot, but it goes off the toe of his stick and it goes wide. Rice now hits it off the glass. Reith picks it up in his own zone. Murphy off the boards to himself. Going for the puck. He's going to beat Rice to it. Rice putting pressure on him. He takes the puck away from him. He gets tied up. DeWitt moving into the far corner. Trying to send him to Davis, but Engel was right there to stop that one. Chance up front. Goes to no man's land, and the puck hits out of the zone. 90 seconds remain here in the second period. Murphy takes it himself in the zone, stops. Just at the blue line, takes a shot. Blocker side, rebounds there. Calhoun fans on the rebound. DeWitt moves up to Calhoun, but nothing going with that. Murphy moving in. Gets around Ingles with a chance with a shot. Save there by Schifferle off the shoulder. Calhoun, he moving through the middle zone. Sauce it to Murphy. Murphy with a chance. Pad save. Bacon trying to clear. Not able to. Fisher keeps it in, sends it down low. Under a minute here in the second with a chance there by Calhoun. Trying to stuff it in. Rebound still there in the front. Fisher, a shot, stick side. Bacon, and he sends it down. And that's going to be an icing. Wow. A lot just happened there in the last minute. Schifferle standing on his headlights.
I'll tell you what, the Vipers really need to survive to the cut right now. If they can make it into the locker room, they might get a second wind here.
Officials having a little chit-chat here.
That may be to the benefit of the Fort Wayne Vipers, too. A couple extra seconds to get everybody a breath. Yes, they are fresh off the change, but I think the whole team is a little bit tired of playing in their own end.
Corman moves up top to puts it back down. Corman off the skate to Crawford. Crawford gets pressured by Parks. Vipers not able to clear. Put behind Corman. Puts up the Haynes. Haynes with a shot. Deflected wide. Crawford Poke check by Parks, but Put able to hold the line. He loses it to Quas. Parks able to get out. Sliger now moves it to the center of the neutral zone to the far side. Haley putting pressure on Quas, and Quas will just hold it there till the buzzer, and that's going to do it here for the second period. The only goal scored by Aiden Kern in the first. Vipers holding it a 1-goal lead heading into intermission. So we're going to step aside. We're going to have a plethora of highlights to show you. So you're watching high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all these sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the second intermission report. So Leo and the Fort Wayne Vipers. As the Vipers are holding a 1-0 lead here in between the second and third period. Eric, you want to take us away with the wonderful highlights that we have in these first two periods?
Of course, yeah. So first of all, Vipers are getting outshot bad, and the zone time reflects that. Shots in the first 7-18, shots in the second 5-20, totaling 12-38 after two periods of play in favor of the Leo Lions. But the lone goal, scored by number 47, Aiden Cairn, came on the rush. The Vipers just waiting in their own zone for the entire first period, locking down the middle, keeping things to the perimeter. Got this one opportunity and capitalized. Aiden Cairn, it's almost a 3-on-1. I would call it a 2-on-1 with two back checkers covering the high guy. Not even really quite, but he elects to shoot, and he gets it. He finds a hole, and he gets it in. And they have hung on to that lead through miraculous measures, if you ask me. Because that first period, yeah, they were a frustrating team to play against in their own zone, but in the second period, they started giving up chances, man. We'll take a look here. We'll see breakaway. All alone. Schifferle bails out his D-man. And then later on, another highlight reel save, Sam Schifferle. This time it's Riley Murphy catching the Vipers, trying to make a change. Finds himself all alone, a talented goal scorer right at your doorstep, and you stand strong again. The lockdown zone defense that we saw in the first period from the Fort Wayne Vipers has become more and more porous as this game goes on. So it'll be interesting to see if they come out with fresh breath and fresh legs after this intermission, or if they're still going to be a little run down. I'll tell you what, there's two ways this game could go. The Vipers either keep this one-goal lead, maybe they'll get another opportunity on the rush and get one more. But if they let one up, I swear Leo is going to break this thing wide open, and we might be looking at running time again. Just my prediction.
That's a good prediction, you know. One goal can start everything.
I mean, when you've faced 38 shots through 2 periods.
Tripoli's, he's known to have 45-plus shot games. This could honestly break his record out of this year. I think he had 45 against Carroll.
Yeah, this is getting out of hand because now at first, like I said, they were just coming from the perimeter. A lot of shots were getting blocked. Now he's staring guys down right at his doorstep. Pucks are starting to go through the middle, those passes that were prevented in the first period. So hopefully they tighten that up, because I would love to see the Fort Wayne Vipers pull out a win playing the entire game in their own zone. But is that really feasible? Is that sustainable for 3 periods of action? They get the breather. They've survived to the cut. Now they just got to get in there, maybe get a sip of Pedialyte or something and come back ready for 15 minutes more and hope you get one more opportunity on the rush, 1 or 2. I mean, Leo's got to be getting frustrated.
Yeah, you have 38 shots on goal, and now you have...
Just seems like nothing's working at this point.
I know Murphy has had, feels like, half of those shots, and Tripoli's had an answer for every single one of those shots. Murphy really likes to go up high, and Tripoli's ready for the blocker. He's ready for the glove. He uses his helmet at times to make sure it's still a 1-0 game, and... Vipers, one thing they need to do is stay out of the box, because the more chances you give Leo.
Yeah, you're not going to last all night killing penalties.
And they've had a lot of shots in those power plays, and just nothing has gone in yet. Waiting for everybody.
Yeah. Coaches are starting to come out. We get some YMCA dances from the Vipers coaching staff. That's good to see.
Teams are waiting at the locker room doors, probably waiting on the stripes, zebras, referees to leave there.
Stubborn creatures.
Their anonymous den. Walking out right now.
There we go. Starting to see some white jerseys coming out of one end. And the black and red already making the ice.
Teams are just leaving their team huddles, getting their last words of advice from their head coaches. Leo is down 1-2-0. They have 15 minutes to respond.
And you know what? If you look at the standings, I'm looking now. If the Vipers win this, they'll be 3-6, and Leo 4-5.
So they'll be one game out from third place.
Yeah. It's a tight league this year.
No lead is safe, as we've seen. Homestead got tied with Carroll as they went on a 3-game skid after that. So, see, as we just had face-off, Riley Murphy in his own zone. Trying to move up to Calhoun, but he lost the puck. Bacon sends it down. Around to himself. What a great play that was. He lost it there to Calhoun. Calhoun speeding his way. Finds Farrell at the way, but Calhoun going to get back onside. So we're going to have a face-off on the outside of the Viper zone. Near the bench area. Quas is able to win the face-off back to Rice. Rice in the zone, sends it to the other side to King. Murphy pinches. Calhoun's able to keep it in and off the glass. Rings it around. Slager there to meet the puck. Trying to get it out. Traffic jam. Calhoun comes out with the puck. Try to sauce it over to Farrell. Farrell with a shot. In and out of the stick. Reith now from the top. Takes another shot. Deflected wide. Ryan. Try to send it out, but Murphy was there. Murphy with a shot. Way far out. Shifley is able to block her that way. Rice not able to clear as they got stuck with Murphy. But Murphy gets met by Slager, and we have a chance here. 2-on-1, developing shot in the pad. Whoa, where did the puck go? I have no idea what just happened there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I thought that was going to be the rush play we talked about at intermission.
Almost slid right past the pad of Martin. Took a weird bounce.
Yeah, Martin might be a little bit out of practice in there. He hasn't faced many this night.
Dylan Parks moving out of his zone. Finds Kaufman. Kaufman with a shot off the stick. Save. Rebound. Bouncing puck off the blocker. Another shot there. Another save by Martin. Vipers putting a little bit of pressure now on the Leo Lions. Davis. Off a shin pad. Mudreck's there. Parks is able to keep it in. Takes a shot. We have a penalty coming up. And Leo will touch up. We got cross check by Fisher. Him and Kern were battling in front of the nets. Got a little bit too rough.
There it is.
Just by the scoreboard.
Right under that scoreboard, you'll see it in front of the net. Little takedown, just like Mason said, just a little too rough.
The Vipers going to have their second power play opportunity of the night. They went 0 for 1. Ended up getting the penalty on themselves. Which pretty much ended that. Whistler and Davis on the face-off. Glove side of Martin, and Murphy immediately slaps it down. Sheffield out of his crease sends it up to Whistler. Whistler moving through the zone. They're able to keep it in for a second, but Fielder poke checks it out. Rice off the glass sends it down. Murphy there, and he clears the puck right on net to Shifley. Leaves it back for Rice. 30 seconds gone. Rice quarterbacking this play. Finds Whistler. Whistler finds Hendricks. Hendricks lost the puck as he overskated it. It's thrown into the boards by Murphy. Duke now in the corner. Able to keep control. Trying to center it there for Rice. Kept in there by the Vipers. Duke with a shot. Bouncing puck goes over the stick of Bacon. Bacon circling around. Comes in Pass deflected by Murphy. Duke moves it up top to Whistler. Puts it back down low for Duke. Try to center it to Bacon. Slaps it wide. Hendricks back to Bacon. Behind the net. Sends it to Rice. Rice off the boards to Bacon. Too far for his stick. Murphy off the boards. Whistler keeps it in so he gets put into the boards. Off the stick of Murphy, and that's going to clear it. 23 seconds remain here in the man advantage. Calhoun. Moving wide, takes a shot, deflected off a stick of Hendricks. Rice into the corner. They will get Duke, but Farrell keeps it in. 6 seconds remaining, and that's pretty much going to do it for the man advantage. Rice moves it far side to Hendricks. Leo's back to full strength. Haynes. That's it far side to White. White trying to get around Duke. We have offsides and we have a penalty at the same time. Got a hooking call on Kwas.
Yeah, you get tangled up in the legs. Like you said, this is what the Fort Wayne Vipers really wanted to avoid, giving any man advantage opportunities to the Leo Lions here in the third period of action. But here we are, time to kill one off.
Vipers came into this game third best penalty kill in the league. A chance here for Bacon as he chips it forward for himself. Bacon with a breaking opportunity off the pads. We're at a penalty. That's going to do it for the man advantage for Leo. He's going to have a hooking here. Farrell. Would that be enough to become a penalty shot maybe? Or do you think they were too close?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he got the stick first and then wrapped him up. But solid effort there by Cooper Bacon. Almost forged himself an opportunity. Instead, drew up a penalty and mitigates that power play risk of the Leo Lions.
We're at 4-4 for 49 more seconds. And about 8 seconds here. Calhoun goes wide. He's got an opportunity to try to backhand it forward. But it's saved there by Shifley. Jonah Haynes. So up top to Murphy, back to Haynes. Haynes takes a shot, blocked. Whistler once again taking a beating on shots. Bacon sends it down. I think it's twice to him in the ankle. Haynes trying to get around the pressure of Mudrick. Loses the puck. Mudrick couldn't find it. Rice couldn't keep it in, but he's able to send it back down. Calhoun put it through his legs, but Mudrick was right there to intercept the pass. He's putting pressure now. Tied up along the boards. Haynes is able to get it. Trying to move it to Murphy, but stick by Duke. White on the far side by his bench. Puts it back to Haynes for a change. Murphy now. Couldn't get past Parks. He loses that opportunity. Mudrick. Puts it back to Parks. Parks in his own zone. Was it? Try to find Duke, but Duke wasn't looking. So Fisher gets the puck. Finds Bailey. Bailey. Then he'll find Crawford, and the puck goes out of his own angle, sends it right back down. Bailey. Getting pressured by Duke. It's the Murphy. Murphy. Gets the puck back from Haley. Find Haley off the skate. We have a chance. Haley has opportunity. Shifley coming out of his net to stop that. It's off the glass.
Calculated risk paid off, huh?
Oh, yeah. As first power play is done, now is the second. Both teams back to even strength. Chance here for Haley. He puts it wide. King tries to move it forward. Blocked by Fisher, and now the puck is rolling its way, and that's going to go no icing. Reith puts it to Fisher. Puts it back over to his D partner, Reith. Reith is able to get away from Quas. Fisher now sends it off the glass into the zone. Yaney pressured by Kornman. Kornman puts it up top to Reith. Centering puck there was taken by Parks. Parks off the boards, kept in by Reith. Send it right back down. Bailey getting put up to the boards by Yaney. Puts it up top to Fisher. The puck goes out of the zone. Parks loses it to Kornman. Davis sends it in. Rice picks it up. Rice moves to the Parks, who finds King, who puts it off. And Kern loses his footing. Off now. 2-on-5. People get through a couple of Vipers, but elects to put it into the corner. Slager with the puck, puts it around for Rice, but Roth intercepts it, but Rice takes it back. Puck in the corner, try to one-tee it. There was Fiedler. It bounces over his stick, and Mudrak trying to get a 1-on-3. He loses the puck to Murphy. Murphy moving through the offensive zone, gets bumped off the puck. Fans wanting a call, but nothing to it. Duke flips it up, is able to get it out. So the puck gets knocked into the Viper zone. Rice looking to break out. Off the stick of Calhoun and heads into the Vipers bench. Offensive face-off here for the Leo Lions. We have 5:4 to remain in this third period. The Vipers still have 1-0.
You know, I almost don't even want to say it, but it feels like this third period has been going by really fast. Not a lot of stoppages.
No.
I was sitting here zoned out like, oh, I must have forgot to do something with the clock for a while. I am right on. It just was a long stretch of play.
Yeah. Bacon on the boards. It's able to flip it out. Reese sends it back. Bacon was there to intercept it. Haynes try to move it forward to Calhoun, but play it too far forward. Parks off the boards. Bacon takes a shot off the glove. Into the corner goes. Whistler on White. Duke gets thrown down by Calhoun, but he's able to get the puck back. Duke trying to find Yaney. Yaney sends it back down to Duke. Into the corner they go. Getting tied up along the boards. Calhoun picks it up. Finds Farrell. Farrell loses the puck, but is able to move it forward enough to get out of the zone. Bacon sends it back down. White now. Can't get away from Parks, and they're going to call a penalty on that. Farrell touched up there. Yaney.
Now it's getting late in a one-goal game. Everybody's starting to feel the pressure on both teams, and little mistakes like this are bound to happen, but they could really hurt. Here the Vipers are again. Just keeps getting later in the third as they try to protect their one-goal lead, and another power play they've given the Leo Lions.
Parks heading to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Leo on their 5th power play, if I remember. The last one ended very 9 seconds in as they committed the penalty.
Well, keep playing with fire. Eventually it might get burned.
Calhoun's able to win the faceoff, finds White. Bless you. Vipers able to send it down. That was Rice. Martin out to receive it. Finds Riley Murphy. Moving through the neutral zone. Sets up, trying to find Haynes there, but a little bit too far for him. White, top of the key, takes a shot, deflected by Calhoun. Got blocked by Calhoun. High stick coming up for Leo. And we're going to have an offensive faceoff here for the Vipers. Minute 18 remain here on the power play. Face off the glove side of Connor Martin. Face off one by Leo. Murphy sends it down, but Calhoun was not ready for that. But luckily nothing came from that. Haynes to the skates of Murphy. Murphy puts it through his own skates, but Bacon was right there to poke check it away. Trying to get around Calhoun with Bacon in the corner. Calhoun tries to send it there for Murphy, but nothing to do on that one as he whiffed on it. The puck goes all the way down. Liam Farrell in his own zone. Sends it up to Calhoun. Crosses the line. Sends it back for Haynes. Haynes over to White. White with a shot. Goes wide. Murphy picks it up. Takes a shot, blockered away by Schifferle. 23 seconds remaining. Puck flipped up into the Vipers bench. Caught. I don't know which assistant coach it was, but
good snag.
Good snag. We have 3 minutes even here in the third period. 20 seconds remain on the man advantage for the Lions. It's a shot there by Haley. Goes wide. Good opportunity.
You know, Mason, I was really hoping you wouldn't say 3 minutes even. I had 2:59, and I was just gonna, I was just gonna wait a second.
My bad. Crawford moving through his own zone into the neutral zone, drops it off for Kornman. Trying to move wide. He's able to try to center it, but bouncing puck. Reith. Over to Haley, but deflected here for Minnick. Minnick with an opportunity, one-on-one with Haley. Takes a shot, deflected by Haley. Stick goes wide. Mudrak sends it down low. Tied up, Kaufman and Haley. Mudrak gets thrown down by Haley. Leo is able to get the puck Reith off the boards to himself. Haley picks it up. Find Corman. Corman moves it up to Fiedler, but Fiedler loses it, and Kaufman sends it right back down. We have a minute 56, and Reith loses his edge and falls down. Minnick pressuring Crawford. Vipers doing a really good job of keeping it down in the Leo zone. Bacon tied up by Reith. Crawford trying to get it out. We have a three-man scrum. Looks like a rugby scrum. We have craziness going on. So Crawford and Minnick are going at it for a little bit. Whistle's blown. We're going to face off the blocker side of Martin with a minute 32.
I had just fixed it because I've had a feeling you were going to say something. That was at 1:31.
The Vipers call a timeout.
I mean, things are getting hairy down there.
They're doing a good job, though, in the last minute or so, just wasting time. Leo's not even able to get out of their zone. Vipers just sending it right down, making them restart.
Yeah,
taking so much time away from them.
Really playing against the clock now instead of the Leo Lions.
And those Leo, you have to win this faceoff to be able to even get things set up, be able to get Martin out of the net to get 6-on-5.
I mean, normally I'm all about it, but in this situation, I really don't think that pulling the goalie is going to help them. I think they do this even strength. I mean, I guess you might as well pull them. I think if you get under a minute.
If you haven't got anything going yet.
Yeah, and you're in the zone, just The 5-on-5, I guess you're right, hasn't been working all game.
Not as a power play. I say the power play has been working, but Shifley's just been a brick wall.
Right.
Ready for anything that the Lions throw at him.
Yeah, maybe it's maybe going to be a dirty goal. You know, get 6 guys out there and put 5 in front of the net and just throw it into the mix.
All right, we got Calhoun, White, and Fiedler, Farrell, and Murphy. Whistle on the faceoff, win by Murphy. Murphy rings it around, gets it out, but Park sends it right back down. 125. Murphy stretching it right down to Farrell. It's a perfect pass. Farrell into a corner, and there goes Martin off to the bench. 6-on-5. White to pick things up. Reith is the extra man. Murphy fans on the shot, is able to regain possession, moving through a couple of Vipers, moving up front. Bouncing puck. Parks puts a man down to the floor. 1 minute remaining here. Calhoun cuts it in, takes a shot, blocked. Rebound Calhoun again. Another shot saved there by Schifferle. Murphy moves it up to White, and he was offsides. I think the Vipers wanted to go all the way down. And Leo's calling the timeout.
Interesting.
I wonder if they will put Martin back just in case.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to go for a face-off win here at the blue line. Oh, it looks like he's on the ice. He's on the ice. I would have expected them to stretch out across that blue line and try to win it back and sneak a guy in on a rush. They still might do that, but they'll have to do it 5-on-5 if Martin goes back in.
Maybe Martin would be standing like right next to like in the middle,
Yeah.
just in case.
Right.
If they lose the face-off.
Or maybe they win it back to Martin. He shoots from a long way out.
Pulls a Mighty Ducks. No, maybe put Calhoun in goalie gear and then he just takes a slap shot.
Yeah. No, Martin's staying on the bench.
.8 here. Face-off outside the Viper zone. 6-on-5. The goalie is pulled for Leo. One back by Calhoun. Murphy puts it up to Reith, who loses it. Bacon puts it forward. If he can beat Farrell, you might have a bid. Bacon flips it in and just goes wide. White now. He's got 30 seconds. They have to move it forward fast. Murphy trying to stretch it. Bouncing puck kept in. Duke for the empty net, and he scores. Put the nail on the coffin. Duke gives the Vipers a 2-0 lead, and Pink Pony Club is blasting on speakers.
Yeah, well, I got to tell you, I'm glad the radio crew isn't here for this one.
Oh, yeah, they would not like that one. .2 seconds. Calhoun wins it forward to himself. Puts it to Farrell. Farrell with a shot off the glass. White puts it to Calhoun. Calhoun with the shot high and wide. Goes out of the zone. 10 seconds. Murphy puts it off the boards himself, trying to get something going. Murphy gets wide. Takes a shot off the blocker. 2 seconds remaining. 1-0, and that will do it. Sam Schifferle with the shutout.
Turns the net over. Pink Pony Club all the way. Oh, boy. That was something. I mean, I honestly didn't think that was going to be a sustainable method for a victory, but
38 save shutout for Sam Schifferle.
yeah. Yeah, that's really something. No. It was a 48 save.
48. I read it.
Yeah,
48.
He announced
save.
it. I said, I thought it was 48. I'm not going to correct you till I'm sure. Yeah, what a night. Star of the game for sure.
Number 1 star. This is a game where we actually, Kern's probably got the 2nd star, and then Duke's got the 3rd. Probably.
Final.
Vipers moving to 3-6. They are now a game behind the Leo Lions, so we got interesting sort of events here. A little bit of a gap between 2nd and 3rd now. I think it's a game behind that. Leo's a game behind Carroll. Obviously, Homestead getting themselves back up top. It's Kings of the Fort Wayne High School Hockey League.
Yeah, just a game difference there, too, though.
So we're going to have an interesting couple of couple of weeks or a week before Christmas break.
Yeah, next week is the 17th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then the week after that, I believe, is
Christmas break.
Christmas
break.
Eve. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a Christmas Eve scrum, although I would love to call one.
That would be awesome.
I don't think my girlfriend would be very happy about me being here on Christmas Eve.
It's for the grind.
Right.
But that's going to do it here as the Vipers take a 2-0 shutout dubs, I should say. As that's going to be it for me and Eric. We do have basketball in the swing now, boys and girls. Don't forget to tune in for that. Got Tech hockey on Friday.
Indiana Tech men's hockey coming back home for the first time in a while.
Me and you got that game as well.
Yeah, and you know what? And I think that's their last one before Christmas break as well, so should be fun.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to stay safe, stay warm, tell somebody that you love them, and have a great night, everybody.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook.